Major League Baseball has partnered with Kim Ng's Athletics Unlimited Softball League. They've invested. They are supporting this new startup women's softball league, professional league. And Parker, I'm really excited about that. Let me break it down for people. First off, it is a professional softball league. Secondly, there are 4 teams, okay, in this league. And they, for the first season, are traveling essentially to 4 or 5 different locations and playing a short 24, 25, 6 kind of season to determine the winner of this Players' Choice Cup. And after this season, they plan to expand. And I am super pumped because I am going to get to Rosemont, Illinois, 25 minutes away from me, where they're playing some of these games. And what a cool idea. I knew this was in the works. We knew that Kim Ng was going over here, but to see it come to fruition has been super neat.
Yeah, and I love the fact that it's like this touring show. I like this model, and I mentioned it with the Bananas, but I like the AUSL doing it especially too, because you don't necessarily grow a sport like softball by having a home stadium where you play, and like, yeah, you might foster a fan base in, wherever they're playing, like for instance, Rosemont, Illinois and Wichita, Kansas are 2 of the places they're playing regular season games in. You might drive a fan base, in that area. But when you tour, now that just exposes you to a whole host of different people. And the thing that gets me with the Major League Baseball investment and what this translates to is a 20% ownership stake in the league. But you know what I just realized when I pulled up the AUSL website? They are playing on Saturday, June 7th. They are playing in 2 different locations in Rosemont, Illinois, and they're playing in Wichita, Kansas. They are going to be televising the games on MLB.com.
Yes.
And the 4:30 p.m. or 7:30 Eastern game on Saturday between the Volts and the Blaze will be on MLB Network.
Like Parker, I'm glad you bring that up. I want us to really just focus on this for a second. Like, I think there's a market for this. A huge market. Like, I'm going to come out and say it. I would probably spend more time at these parks watching these badass girls play softball. I am so into it. I would get so into it. If they had a legit league, I would watch it like I do the White Sox. I would follow it. I would have favorite players. I'm already on their socials. Like, sign me up, dude. This is really freaking cool.
Yeah, and I really appreciate the investment by MLB and by the commitment by Kim Ng especially to they didn't need them to legitimize it, but frankly, like, that's kind of what's happening, right? They're legitimizing this into being the first professional, really truly invested in professional softball league. And the coolest part is their playoffs start, their last game of the regular season, I should say, is June 14th. When does the Women's College World Series? It's going on right now. I'm pretty sure it ends soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, wait, hold on a second. No, their last game is
their last game is not June 14th.
Yeah, July 9th.
July 9th. Okay, so that's even better. What I was going to point out was, July 17th, July 18th. They're going a lot later than that. July 23rd. July 23rd.
Wait,
is their
really?
Last couple.
Oh, yeah. I kept pushing load more, and I thought it stopped.
So did I. So their last set of regular season games is going to be July 23rd at Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Rosemont, Illinois. I'm pretty sure by then the Women's College World Series is going to be over. I wonder if we're going to see some of those players get drafted and join these teams mid-season. Like, that's super compelling to me. The whole Paul Skeens narrative of like winning the national championship, getting drafted and getting called up to the major leagues within a calendar year. We're going to see that in a microcosm in this AUSL. And I think that's awesome, because the highest level of competitive softball you've been able to watch to this point is the Women's College World Series. Well, now this gives the opportunity to let that like hype, like steamroll right into the AUSL playoffs. And we get to watch a 3-day tournament of the best teams in the AUSL, well, I guess all 4 teams of the AUSL compete for their championship. And it's going to be on ESPN2. So like, this is sick, man. This is so
sick.
Cool.
It's so cool, and like I don't think people realize this. Like I'll watch collegiate softball because they're
It's
so
electric.
exciting. It is electric. I mean, these girls get really into it. They're talented as all get out. And I'll tell you what, like I have a lot to learn. I'm right. They have a media guide. I've been reading through it, looking up at the rules because guess what? Unless someone tells me the rules are different or I see that they're different, we're going in with baseball frame of reference. So like
Mhm.
we have a learning curve ourselves, but man, I cannot wait to get my 2 girls and my wife. We're going to a game this summer.
Yeah.
We're gonna get over to Rosemont. I am so energized by this, and I really want my girls to hopefully get into it. If they do, that would be great.
At risk of getting emotional, I'll say, so my daughter, my son just finished his T-ball season, and the whole time my son was playing T-ball, he's 6 years old. My 2-year-old daughter, we bought her a pink helmet, we bought her a pink bat. She was so excited to go to the park every time it was for a practice or a game. And if this does half of what it could to legitimize the sport of softball, get my daughter into it, I'm telling you right now, I will be an encyclopedia of knowledge about softball. I will know every rule.
Oh
I
yeah,
have one thing that like I obviously did not make it past college baseball. I am not a professional baseball player, but I do have aspirations that like later on I want to coach. I coach my son's T-ball team. I want to coach him throughout his whole career. If my daughter's playing softball, best believe I will be on the sideline with her the entire time.
yes,
And like frankly, for the dads, for the moms, for the parents, for the supporting characters in the softball community, this gives such a great outlet to learn the game, become invested in the game, like you said, pick up on the rules. And like there's an end goal now for these girls. There's an
yeah,
end goal. It doesn't end at the senior year college World Series.
yep,
Now there's something else to aspire to. And that's such a good thing. There's going to be naysayers. There's going to be haters. This is such a fucking good thing. And you know what? If you want to go see a softball game, if you want to go see the highest level softball, you have the opportunity of watching. The tickets are $20 fucking and they're playing this weekend. So go get one. Give it a shot
yeah.
because I'm going to be watching.